Hello, welcome back to our TCAP commentary. So we're gonna look at John Dupee. Now, we've done this guy 2 times now. This is gonna be a third time, but I actually realized something about him that I didn't realize about any other guys I've done before. He actually doesn't have a possum costume at all. Like when I redid him, from like my very first video I ever made, it was a Santa Claus outfit, right? It was a reindeer outfit, something like that. So we're actually gonna give him a proper outfit, right? Hi, right? Look at me. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, there's really nothing much to say, right? You probably know who John Dupee is, right? He's a predator who got caught by Chris Hansen. He visited over. I mean, here it is, right in front of me. 13-year-old girl named Bailey. But yeah, we have his raw segment here. We're just gonna look at this, right? His confrontation with Chris Hansen, right? Let's just start it, man. But I guess I'll read this out though. I won't lie. Okay, so 40-year-old John Dupee showed up at our Sting house looking to meet a 13-year-old girl named Bailey. I know there's no girl, but you know what I mean. He had a lot of excuses, none of them good.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Where are you?
I'm outside. My sister just got back in the car.
Oh, okay. Just go through the back door so nobody sees you.
All right, I'm at the back door.
Just go in.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my god, man. You know what? Why am I nervous? I'm actually nervous. Why am I I've seen this like a million times. I don't know. Maybe it's the camera angle. Maybe it's a weird ass camera. Actually, they never used that camera angle, did they? I don't think so.
Hey. What'd you bring? What did you bring?
Presents.
What do you got?
Snacks. Is that Christmas themed?
Show me.
We're approaching
got?
Christmas. Yeah, I think that's Halloween themed, right? Unless that's like cheese or something. I don't know.
Show me.
Show me.
Chips.
Nice.
Nice.
Cheetos. Oh my! I want some Cheetos now. So when I reviewed this for the second time, like I was talking how I'm so into Cheetos at the time because like of this, and it's true. I really was super into Cheetos at that time when I was recording that. But let's mention a couple of other things that I like managed to skip over.
Hey.
This right here. Look.
What'd you bring?
This.
What did you bring?
Presents.
Like a lot of people mention how John Dupee was like glued to his phone, and I get it, right? He must be nervous. I guess meeting someone new, right? I mean, to him a date, but this is nasty, right? So I don't call it that. But I don't know, man. Have some confidence, right?
Show me.
My God, yo. Still though, the way he walks towards her is very creepy. Yeah, it is Halloween themed. Nice. Thank you.
What kind is it?
What kind is it? You gotta give it to Nerd. Okay, I'm sorry for pausing it too much, but like a lot of stuff happens before Chris Hansen actually comes out, so I need to get like all that out the way, right? Forgive me. But Nervous Nelly, the decoy, right, the actress, is infamously known for being nervous. I mean, hence the name. But not just that. I mean, imagine having this guy who I believe is 6 foot, right? Very tall guy, very lanky, very skinny. He used to be a user of substances. I don't know if he was like on them now, like around this time, but I mean, you can see he's very like degraded because of all his usage, including some missing teeth that we'll probably see later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's nice to finally see you. This is crazy.
What's up?
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, why? I almost choked. Sorry. But what do you mean? Why? Look at you, man. I don't mean to be mean, but like, this guy is 50. He's 50, I think. Well, I did say it in the intro. No, he's 40. He looks 50, which is crazy, and that's. Yeah, it's 40-year-old John Dupee. He's 40 years old, and he looks like he's like above 50, right? This is what happens when you abuse substances, right? So it checks out.
No.
Nope.
So what do you want to do?
So what do you want to do?
A hug?
I don't know.
Man,
Hey,
why don't you have a seat right there? See, look, he's back on his phone. See, it must, like I said, it must be like a very nervous response from him to be like, oh, I have to be on my phone right now. A lot of people do it, even I do it, right? When there's some nervous, tension in the air. Maybe hanging out with somebody new or whatever, which is not good, but I'm just saying.
No, right there. Please have a seat.
Okay.
Set the phone down, please.
Put the phone down. Don't call anybody. Don't call your goons.
What is your plan here tonight?
Hang out, watch football?
Hang out and watch football with whom?
With whom?
With her.
Who's her?
With Bailey.
With Bailey.
And how did you meet Bailey exactly?
Through Whisper.
Whisper.
And do you know how old Bailey is?
She's 14.
14.
Oh,
She told you she's 13.
13.
Not that matters. Mm-hmm. How old are you?
30.
30. Oh my god, I can't believe he says that after I legit thought he was 50 years old. Oh my god, he looks 10 years older, but he's claiming to be 10 years younger, right? That's crazy. And Chris doesn't actually confront him on any of this, right? He doesn't be like, John Dupee, you're lying to me, right? You're not 30.
Not that matters.
Seriously?
How old are you?
You were 29 a year
30.
ago.
And why would you at 30 think it would be okay to hang out with a 13-year-old girl home alone?
Home alone.
I mean, we just hit it off, friends.
You hit it off with a 13-year-old girl.
We were just talking.
That's just not good, man. That's not good. But we're getting a clear image of John right now. But not to mention his very arched back. Like, look at this, man. That is not good posture.
Just talking. Well, now you're here. This is more than talk.
More to talk.
I know, we just came to hang out. I brought...
What, get a hug?
And watch football.
Get a
Watch
hug.
football.
Yep.
Who's playing tonight?
Steelers and the Ravens.
The people don't mention this, but it's impressive how quick he responded. You know what I mean? I don't mean to like back him up, right? Because of course he wasn't here for that, right? He's claiming that we're here to watch the game. No. What 14-year-old is like, man? Oh, I love the Super Bowl, right? Or I love the football games. I'm not saying it's impossible, but like it's not a common thing either. But it's a very quick response. Like,
And watch football.
Right? Watch football.
Watch football.
Who's
Yeah.
playing?
Who's
tonight?
playing tonight?
Chris doesn't know, so why he could have answered anything. He would have. I don't think he would have known.
Steelers and the Ravens.
Steelers and the Ravens.
I had no intentions with nothing.
I had no intentions.
No intentions of...
Nope.
Well, John, what do you do for a living?
I was working at UPS.
UPS. Mm-hmm. And did you walk here today, or?
No, my sister dropped me off.
All these questions. I mean, he has to ask them, right? So like he seems like he's getting somewhere, but he knows, right? He saw the car pull up, and they know that his sister just dropped them off. But I love the questions, right? Keep them going.
Driver's license.
Yeah, I do.
You don't have a driver's
No car.
license.
No.
No car.
So what do you do at UPS?
No bitches.
I was a package handler.
Package handler. You're not there anymore.
No.
What do you do now?
Besides,
nothing.
Besides go online and try to talk to young girls.
young girl.
I don't try to talk to... I just try to find a girl to talk to and hang out, whatever.
Hang out or whatever.
And how many times have you done this with somebody who's 13, 14 years old?
Never.
Never talked to another girl who said she was 13?
Nope.
Who's
who's
Brittany? Who's
Brittany?
The-
Sorry. I swear to God, if I ever meet a Brittany, I'm gonna have to say that. I mean, even that's stupid, right? Like, if I
Times
meet
have
you,
you
I'm like, who's Brittany, right?
done this with somebody who's 13, 14 years old?
Never.
Never talked to another girl who said she was 13?
Nope.
Well, who's Brittany?
Who's Brittany?
That was the other girl you were talking to.
Who's Brittany?
When was this?
Within the last few weeks.
When was this?
So you say to Bailey
Bailey.
on Whisper,
Oh,
you're 30, how old are you?
man, that's a nervous look around, man. I swear to God. I've like come full circle with John Dupee. Like, I feel like me and him have been growing, what do you call it, across the years, right? It's been a while, right? He's my very first video I ever made for my channel, and now he's my most recent, right? But I mean, most recent as a recent, like, when I post this, but like, I don't know, man. I feel like me and him have gone through
On
things,
Whisper.
man.
That you're 30, how old are you?
30, how old
She
are
says
you?
13. You say,
Crazy.
you're not 13.
In that pic?
Yes, I'll be 14 next month. That's pretty clear. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Speaking of next month, man, I'm gonna be 22 next year, like on February, And that's scary, man. You know, I have 3 more years of youth left, right? After that, I'm done, right? After that, I'm ending it, right? I'm kidding. I'm not, but you know, some of y'all get concerned. I'm just kidding, but I'm not.
That right?
I'm kidding.
And later you tell her, I would love to be the first guy to make you blank, if you wanted me to, and I wanted to.
Ooh.
Feel me inside you, baby.
Okay, Chris, you gotta say that.
Has
right?
that line ever worked for you before?
No.
Then why do you do that now?
No.
There was no, I mean,
Well, what am I to make of this?
there was no
No
intentions
intentions made by it.
That shows clear intent.
I mean, look, let's be honest. It does. Like, I don't have to tell you these things, but it's something that I have to analyze, I guess, in a sense. But, you know, he has no defense, really. He, like, truthfully, John Dupee is, like, I think the most nailed predator that, like, showed up in this thing in particular. Like, all the other ones, well, not really. You know, Jeff Sokol denied it, but it was more arrogance than anything. But John Dupee hasn't really put up, like, a good defense other than watching football, right? Which is not a good excuse.
there was no intentions made by it.
That shows clear intent.
Clear intent.
I want you to feel me inside you. What did you mean by that exactly?
On a spiritual level.
And then you
Chris.
talk about that you and a bunch of people snuck into a mansion and partied for days.
Party.
Where was
for
that
days.
mansion?
That was a while ago. Maybe
10 years
9
ago.
years ago.
Oh, so
Oh
it was
my
a long
God.
time ago.
Yeah.
This does not look very good.
8 to 9 years ago. That's when he would have been 20 or 21, right? That's impossible.
The chat, the appearance, the Cheetos, the dark chocolate. Did you bring condoms with
No.
you?
No.
Not in your pockets?
No.
But you see how this looks.
Absolutely. I mean,
You're 30 years old.
Okay, like I was gonna pause it for another thing that I'm just about to mention, but like you're 30, bro. How can you believe that? You know, how can you say that and be like, you know, maybe this isn't the truth, right? What I get, Chris Hansen didn't want to be confrontational, right? He was scared. With most of these guys, let's be honest, it seemed, you know, but I was gonna mention that, like, you know, I don't know why I can't speak. Not having condoms doesn't show that you weren't gonna do it, right? It just shows that, you know, it's a less regard for your safety, quote unquote, and hers. But, you know,
But you see how
I've said this already.
absolutely. I mean,
You're 30 years old. The girl you were talking to told you very clearly she was 13.
and I mean, I had no intentions just besides
John, why don't you just tell me what you were really up to?
You were really up
just to hang out, get to know her, you know?
Get to know her.
Yeah.
to know a 13-year-old, man. What could he have in common with a middle schooler, right? I have no idea. It's just things I've said multiple times, but I don't know what you could get to know her that you couldn't do through the phone, right? I mean, you were
John.
online friends, so.
Why don't you just tell me what you were really up to?
Just to hang out, get to know her, you know?
Get to know her.
Yeah.
Get
And
to know
if
her.
you were the parent of a 13-year-old girl, would you be comfortable with that?
Comfortable.
I mean, it depends on I mean, if I'm a good person, you know, like,
Yeah, but typically good people don't need.
I feel like I'm pausing a lot, but there's a lot of things that are happening that I need to like talk about because I haven't seen this one in a long time. I don't really watch TCAP on my spare time, right? I save it all for essentially, you know, when I watch it with you guys. But what could you, like, when he got asked, right, would he be comfortable if he did something like this with a kid of his own, you know, allow somebody to show up and, you know, be like this with, you know, his kid, and he took a minute. Who would take a minute? Imagine that. Imagine someone asked you, hey, would you be okay if your daughter of 10, 11, whatever age, would it be fine if a 50-year-old, 40-year-old man comes to visit her when she's home alone? Like, even if it's just somebody else, right? You wouldn't want anyone to visit your child home alone. Like, that's just not a good.
Strangers.
That's not good.
Online, talk about sex, and then go over to visit, and within 3 minutes, ask for a hug.
Oh, I want to hug you.
I mean, all they did was just ask for, you know, a hello hug.
A hello
With a
hug.
13-year-old girl.
That's
Walked right in the house.
Well, she told me to come in.
Does that make it right?
Does that make it right?
Knowing that she's 13.
Oh, I wouldn't have never just walked in, you know, without talking to her, you know, without getting her okay.
Now, you talked about spending
That line of questioning was always so dumb to me because it's like, yeah, he got invited in, right? Even though it's not, you know, okay. But he did get invited. You know, it's not like John Dupee was walking down the street, right? And the girl in this house was like, hey, can you come in real quick, right? And then he just like came into the house. But, you know, this isn't a discussion of whether John Dupee broke into this house or not, right? We're here to talk about something else. Something more important.
the night.
Spending the
Here,
night.
tonight.
Well,
Yes or no?
it depended, you know, like, if she had to wake up in the morning, you know, like, if I was going to stay
If
there.
she had to
You have to go to school,
She said she didn't have to go to school today. I mean, tomorrow.
so you could just spend the night and hang out with a 13-year-old girl. That's cool.
Well, I mean, I didn't plan on it.
You talked about it.
Jesus.
I mean, I was going to leave after the football game.
Back
Unless
to
you
the
spent the
game,
night.
man.
No, I didn't plan on spending the night.
Well, you talked about having cannolis, little dinner.
Little dinner.
Yeah,
Sounds like you were going to have a special little night with your 13-year-old date.
you know, just come over, have some.
You know, it's very interesting how John Dupee at no point asks who Chris is. Because, you know, I like to think that the decal was like, oh, my parents are away on a trip, right? But John Dupee never asked, hey, who are you, right? How most people kind of do. You know what I mean? Somewhat. But,
cannolis, you know,
like, I would like
snacks,
to know who John Dupee thinks Chris is. You know what I mean?
football game.
Who's ringing you up?
Who's ringing now?
My cousin.
Your cousin.
Yes.
What does your cousin want? Does your cousin know that you're coming to visit a 13-year-old girl tonight?
No.
Your sister?
No.
No, she knows that I was just coming to hang out with a girl.
So what would your sister think?
Yeah, but his sister 100% thinks he's hanging out with somebody his age. Like, oh, Johnny, please, right? Go get this woman, right? It's not a woman, right? It's a child, but...
If she knew she was dropping you off at the home where a 13-year-old girl was alone,
Yeah. Imagine
think
that.
she'd be cool with that?
Would you help your sibling become a artist, so, right?
I mean, she probably would say, you know,
Don't do anything stupid.
just don't do it, you know, don't do anything stupid, you know?
Don't
Don't
do anything stupid.
Right.
It seems like you've already done that.
All I was doing was just coming here to watch the game.
You tried to solicit a 13-year-old girl online
Online.
using graphic sexual language.
Graphic
What do you
sexual
think should happen?
language.
Sir, I'm not like that and a bad guy. Trust me.
How does this look? How does that look? John, you tell me. How does it look? If you were me, what would you think?
Jesus, man.
That I-
This is picking up a little bit. Not that much, but... I don't know. Like, to me, this video is more retrospective. It's almost like I'm battling my demons, right? I've always been so, like, surrounded by John Dupee in so many ways, right? Pause. That's a fat pause right there. But John Dupee was my very first predator I ever watched, you know, in TCAP, just in general. And being able to share this experience with you guys, right? Well, not my first pause again, but able to tell you guys what I think about this guy and like have people actually listen to me is very special. I don't know. I feel like shedding a tear right now. I'm just kidding, but maybe I might. Who knows?
That you made a mistake. Well, that's true. And
That's
how would you define that
true.
mistake?
Not to talk to girls like online.
Or try to come over and have sex with them?
I wasn't trying to come over and have sex with her.
John, do you want me to read it again?
I want you. If
I
you
would
mean
love to
inside
be the
you.
first guy to make you blank if you wanted me to, and I
Blank.
want you to feel me inside you, baby. What do you mean by that?
Bro, that is so
Sounds like
bad.
sex to me.
Sex to me. I mean, he's right, but man, that is just so like I don't think you could read a more, you know, what can you call it, like it, like, you know what I mean, a criminal line in his chat
I
line.
was just playing with her, seeing,
Just playing.
Or she was.
not playing with her, but, you know, just seeing like where she was, you know, like,
I just realized what that kind of means. You know, when someone says that about like, you know, a girl, I assume their age, you know, it's kind of seeing, you know, what emotions they're feeling, right? Imagine saying that of a child. Like, that is insane right there. Like, man, John Dupee, crazy man. And I know his last name is pronounced Dupee, but I think it sounds a little bit, you know, crazy. Yeah, in better lines.
Her scene,
She was
Just playing with
13.
not playing with her, but you know, just seemed like where she was. You know, like
Or she was.
She was 13.
I mean, I'd never had sex with her. I mean, I didn't plan on coming here to have sex
not-
with her.
Man, what a
Tonight, because I...
bro, what a crazy line, man. Like, what an obvious thing to say, though. I never had sex with her. Like, bro, come on, man. This is so
And
so
I didn't
crazy.
plan on it.
You didn't plan on it.
Come on,
You
you
talked
talked about it.
Like, that wasn't my intentions. I talked to her all day today.
So you were lying, right? Because with him saying that, by the way, he means he was lying to the decoy, right? And wasn't telling the truth, right? So he's essentially getting this girl all riled up, you know, in his eyes, right? And I assume, you know, what the decoy was playing along with. And just for nothing. You know, I guess he just, you know, out of sport, I guess, he sport, get it? Huh? He just wanted to do that. But, you know, when he's there, he's such a, you know, lawful person that he would never do anything like this, right? But as you can see on the screen, right, he almost had his eyes. His eyes, too, are kind of messed up, but his teeth are very, you know, they need some work, but
About just coming over and watching
he's
the game
missing some few teeth.
and just hanging out.
Salads.
Salads.
About what?
You talk about salads.
About like food and stuff?
Salads.
Yeah, while we're watching the game.
This is a whole different kind of food here that you're talking about.
Different kind of salad. I
So
love
what do you think she's
Caesar.
having, John? You're in a bit of a fix here.
You think, bro? You say you're a bit of a bro. He's so in trouble. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there are some things that you can kind of deny when you commit a crime, right? But in this case, how can you get out of this, right? Without like some like technicalities in court. This is such a nailed down case, like a case you cannot escape out of. You know what I mean? This guy, he got hit with some
Terrible
charges.
Well, there's something you need to know.
Yeah.
And that is, I'm Chris Hansen. And
Dun dun dun, right? Well, what do you expect? John Dupee does not know who he is, right? Come on, man. He might. He's almost 50, right? I'm kidding. He's not. 40 though. That is, you know, you're getting up there, right? You should probably find a place to, you know, a hole to jump into, right? But
this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator.
dun-dun-dun, the look on Dupee's face.
Sir, if you want to leave, you should go out that door right there.
Oh, oh my god, bro, look at him. Oh my god, he wants to kill him, man. He wants to kill him. Look at him. Come on, man. It's almost like Chris Hansen's like, you know, he chose Raw Knight to, you know, for his Pokemon, right? Use Tackle Raw Knight, please. God, man, look at his face. Yo, he looks crazy, but oh my god, like, oh my god, I convinced, you know, if the cameras weren't here, you know, Raw Knight would have turned John Dupee into a paste, right? Easily. Up this way before I kill you.
No.
Nope. All right. This guy's like arch, you know, for his like neck is a lot worse than John Dupee's.
Just follow my commands.
Follows my commands.
Do you have anything on you that's gonna hurt us? Any weapons? Do you have anything on you that's gonna hurt us? Any weapons?
Yeah, I sensed a disturbance. I was like, you know, I looked at the scene. I was like, something's not right, right? Something's not right, you know. And it's Ron Knight up here again, man. Oh, there he is, man. My king, right? My king, Ron Knight. And also the male decoy's there too. You see him?
Any weapons?
There's the male decoy too. I'm kidding. It's not him, but still, honestly, he looks like him.
Check, see this car.
Anything on us that's gonna hurt us? Bunch of old men, man. It was detective. I don't know.
Yep.
Oh my god! Look at this scene, man. It's perfect. It's honestly perfect. it damn near brings a tear to my eye, right? Oh my god, the nostalgia, right? I know the very first episode I did on Raw Night, like he's in my mind, man. Yeah, I'm scheming, right? Because I want to get rid of him. I'm kidding. Sad that he's gone now, right? I don't know if Chris ever hired him again, right? But he's retired now. Let the man rest. But what was I gonna say? Oh, John Dupee. This scene right here is legendary to me, right? This screen cap is legendary to me. This is the screenshot that I placed for my John Dupee part 3, like the very first videos I ever made. And this one is the one that like blew up, quote unquote, and kind of like jump started my TCAP channel, right? Is this frame for a thumbnail, and I can never be more grateful, right?
So, why do you think you're here?
Because I went to that house.
At a house.
And how did you learn about that house?
By talking to that girl,
I miss Kelly so much.
Bailey.
Bailey.
And how were you talking to Bailey? Were you talking on the phone?
Both.
Like actual voice-to-voice conversations?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh my god.
Hi,
baby.
What you doing?
What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
I'm just waiting for you.
It's insane, man. Like these are some very creepy calls. If you're unaware, John Dupee has a son. And I think he was over at his sister's or his mother's house when he was on this phone call, and him being kind of silent kind of checks out, right? Because what if he's like in the room, like he's in the house with some other people, right? He doesn't want people to hear him talk this way, at least. See, he thinks it's funny.
Oh, are you?
Are you?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep.
I love you.
Oh my
How did you
god.
first meet her?
On the internet.
On the internet.
What part of the internet? An application?
Mm-hmm.
On
What was the
Facebook.
app?
Whisper.
Okay. About you wanting to feel, you want her to feel you inside her. I mean, I know what that means to me.
I know. I should never said no stupid shit like that.
And
That is incredible, man. That is so incredible. Yeah, I it sounds like I'm crying. I'm not, right? I'm kidding. But anyway, like the line is crazy.
talking about
so.
wanting to make her calm.
I
Comb.
know.
You want to make her comb?
That was just all.
What did you think that, like, what is she supposed to read
Get
from
out of that. Yeah.
Well, honestly, when I was talking to her, I was hoping that there was a chance that.
See, I think at this moment he slipped up. There was a chance that maybe she was into me, right? Is what something he would have said after this, but I'm just not sure, right? I like truthfully, he could have said a lot of things after this, but he chooses to,
That she.
say nothing.
It was just.
I don't know why he said
I
that.
don't even know why I said that to her.
Yeah. Alright, let's stand up.
Is that Detective Kelly? He doesn't look like him. Yeah, this is the scene actually where like she has her whole right there.
My keys again.
Dupee was released from prison last summer after serving 3 whole years. It is actually currently unknown where John Dupee is right now. People have been saying that he's been spotted in Connecticut, like going through homeless shelters and stuff, and all that. It's very interesting, to know that no one kind of knows where he's at now. It's because after this happened, his family disowned him, and it's very fair because, I mean, how could you not? Your son is now an RSO. I think he actually managed to, I actually don't know if he did get registered, but regardless, you're a predator now, and his family disowned him. I think I realized something, and I've forgotten, but John Dupee's mother's house was put on collateral damage for his bail for some other thing, which I think it was drug related, where he bailed out again, and if he ever got in trouble again, he would have his mother's house taken by the bank, or like I guess just taken. I don't know who takes it, right? I don't know if it's the police, It's the bank. I think it's the bank though, where you know, after he got arrested again, you know, his mother essentially lost the house. And I like to think that you would disown your son after doing that to you, right? After you believed in him enough to put your house up for collateral, right? And then also, after this, his sister that dropped him off, and his brother, both died in a car accident. They both actually died, I think, near the Sting house, where the what was the story? It was like the brother was drunk, or like he was arrested, and his sister picked him up, and he wanted to drive, so he drove, and they hit a tree somewhere near the Sting house where they both, you know, passed away. And this was during John Dupee's sentencing, and when he was in jail, right? When he was in jail, both of his siblings died in that car accident, and then when he got out, that's when no one kind of knows where he's at now, right? He's going from homeless shelter to homeless shelter, and that's kind of like the story of John Dupee that I guess I've caught wind of. I don't know if anything recently came out. This is what came out, you know, maybe a year ago. To be fair, it has been a year since I reviewed this. Or near, actually. I actually dropped John Dupee's like last video on Christmas. So, you know, anyway, yeah, this was a good watch. I actually enjoyed it. Again, you know, it was not as funny as it, you know, usually is, but I don't know, something just I don't know. I guess I'm recording this right after like the Michael Willis thing. I don't know if that video ever came out. If not, I guess I'll cut all this out. But I don't know if that video was funny. I haven't looked at it. You know, if it was funny, I guess it's up. But you know, if it's not, then it's not. And I'm just talking to myself, right? But anyway, you know, I'm a little tired. I am kind of tired. But anyway, we'll leave it here. Thank you for watching so much, and thank you for 3,000 subscribers, right? If I didn't put up that video that I recorded past, I, you know, made a whole spiel how, like, you know, I really appreciate all of you, right? All like the people that, you know, send me good messages, you know, saying congratulations and stuff. It all very hits, you know, to the heart, right? You know, all the messages, all the YouTube comments I get, very nice, and I care about all of y'all. To be honest, I see you as my family, right? But anyway, we'll leave it at that, right? Thank you for 3,000 subscribers again. And we'll leave it at that, right? Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day, your night, whatever, right?